Every year, venture capitalists sit across from founders with brilliant ideas, airtight business models, and perfect pitch decks, and then turn them down to fund someone with half the experience. Standard assumptions suggest investors fund ideas and business models, but products pivot, and initial plans rarely survive contact with actual customers. The slides provide the necessary context, but an investor is also looking for something else: evidence of how the person pitching will behave when the market shifts and the pressure spikes. This search for evidence centers on a specific competency: coachability. It is the capacity to hear a direct challenge to your work and engage with it on its merits, without letting ego interfere with the decision-making process. At the earliest stages of a company, financial data is often unstable and incomplete. Because the numbers are unproven, investors use a founder's ability to process feedback as a critical indicator of whether the team can navigate that uncertainty. While a founder focuses on presenting the next slide, the investor is conducting a silent psychological evaluation. Experienced investors use a specific tactic to trigger this evaluation. They will throw out a mild, critical question about the business model to observe the founder's reaction mode. A coachable founder acknowledges the concern and shows curiosity about the potential blind spot. An uncoachable founder often prioritizes protecting their current strategy, deflecting the substance of the question to avoid a perceived attack on their judgment. That defensive flinch is a significant red flag in venture capital. If a founder cannot separate a business concern from a personal one during a pitch, it suggests that future board meetings will be difficult to manage during a crisis. Investors also test this through a financial memory check. Asking for a specific metric, like the customer acquisition cost over the last 3 months, reveals whether a founder is running the business by the numbers or simply reciting a script. The pitch deck serves as the lens through which an investor observes the founder's intellectual integrity. This academic study on entrepreneurship education identifies coachability as a set of competencies developed over time. The first is self-awareness, requiring a founder to assess their strengths, acknowledge weaknesses, and identify knowledge gaps. The second competency is flexibility, a dynamic skill of adapting when new data demands a strategy change. The third is implementation. Coachability requires taking feedback, executing a tangible fix, and bringing improved results back to the table. This flow diagram maps the relationship between the coach and the entrepreneur. The quality of this dynamic serves as the foundation for whether the established coaching goals are achieved. Founders who develop these specific skills consistently outperform those who rely on fixed visions. When you are building a company in an environment with zero reliable data, rapid iteration is a vital safety net. Fundraising involves 2 simultaneous conversations happening at once. There is the overt conversation about market size and product features. Then there is the covert exchange, where the investor is assessing whether they can work with this person for the next decade. The fastest growing startups are led by founders who learn faster than anyone else in the room. Long-term success depends less on a polished deck and more on proving a consistent capacity to improve after the check is signed. To build a strategy that addresses both conversations, we created the VC Funding Blueprint Kit. For $497, you get the pitch deck structures, slide-by-slide guides, and AI narrative engines needed to build an investor-ready presentation. Investors do not expect perfection when you walk into the room. They invest in the founders who get better every time they do.